Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Blessing is here again as usual. Yeah, and we're still on our mother relocating with children to the abroad series. That's what we're going to be doing for this month of April, like I said in my last video. So on today, we're going to be discussing how to prepare to move abroad with children. It's very, very important. It's not only moving abroad that is the main thing, is you need to be prepared before moving. So I realized after making that last video, I realized that it's important to prepare your mind before coming. It's very, very important. People tend to neglect this issue because they feel everybody is traveling, I'm traveling, forgetting that you need to prepare yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. It is very, 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 very important, and people tend to forget about that part, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So if you're excited to hear everything I'm going to say, please hit that like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get right into it. I'd written some points down just so I don't forget anything I'm going to say. Now, what prompted this video is that I've had this experience before. I've traveled to the UK before on a visitor's visa. But at the end of the day, from UK, I went to Turkey. My husband was in Turkey at the time. So I went to see him there, and then COVID came, and then there was lockdown. I was not prepared to stay back. It was just visiting, and everything was just locked down, and I ended up staying in Turkey for 8 months. Guys, I had a baby. My son was 6 months old when we traveled, and I stayed back in Turkey for 8 months unprepared. Guys, I had postpartum depression, something I never had when I had my baby. Imagine having a postpartum depression 6 to 7 months, let's say 7 months after having a baby. So it was a lot for me, and I felt like no. Now that I've decided to fully move abroad with the experience I've had, I will be prepared before I go for this one. And this is what I want you guys to do. And since you've been watching my video, you've not seen me say anything negative about moving to abroad and all that. And this is the reason why. It's because I prepared myself. Because so many things happen that you will be frustrated. You will be frustrated. And if you are not fully ready, mentally ready especially, you will feel like you've made the worst mistake of your life. So the first thing I have to point out is, why do you want to move? Are you moving abroad because you feel your friend has moved? Let me move. This person is posting some kind tush picture. This is where it's happening. Let me move. Or we all have our different reasons for moving abroad, but you need to be sure, you need to be moving for the right reasons. There are so many people with different ways of different reasons why they've decided to move abroad. Some maybe because their spouse are already here and they need to join them. Some because of their children, mostly because of our children. Everybody wants the best for their children, and maybe in your home country you're not getting everything you want to get. You don't see your children's future there. Maybe there are so many things that are happening that is scaring you, so many things happening in the world, and you just feel like your home country is not the best and you just want to move somewhere else. Maybe you feel that's the best for your kids. We all have our different reasons. So think about the reason you want to move abroad and let it stick with you, because this is what will keep you going. This is what will keep you going, why you have decided to move. So if you're not moving for the right reason, you will get frustrated. If you're not moving for a very strong reason or something really dear to you, then you might be frustrated. So the next point is, now that you know reason why you want to move, start planning. And when I say planning, you need to start planning early. Very, very early. I knew I wanted to move 2 years ago, and I started planning towards it. I knew I wanted to leave my country 2 years ago, and I started planning towards it mentally, physically, emotionally. Now, planning involves you might be a business person like I am, or you're working a 9 to 5. Then maybe if you're working a 9 to 5, you need to start preparing yourself. If there's any other extra certification you need to get, because where you're going to, you need to work there too, because you need to think about what you're going to be doing abroad when you travel. So if there's any other certification you need to get before then, please try and gather as much experience as you want to get, just so it will help you when you finally move. Then if you're a business person like I did, I knew I wanted to move, and from the last experience I had, I was not prepared to stay that long out of my business. My business suffered for it. My business suffered greatly because I didn't put so many things in place for my business to run without me. This is where you have to learn how to eliminate self from business, how to learn to run your business. Your business can run alone without you, except you're the type that do the other type of job that maybe makeup artist, it has to be you, or you sew and everything, it has to be you. Because there are some jobs that there are some work that once you leave them, you're living with the job. There are some businesses that once you're doing it, especially handwork, you're living with it, because most people might not be comfortable with any other person that is working for you, except of course you train. Then now this is where this same planning comes in place. When you train people to do exactly the way you do. Probably that's my work too. You know, when you train people the right way and they do things exactly the way you do it, it's my work for you. It might not, depending on the kind of business you're into. So for me, I started planning. I made sure my business can run comfortably without me. I started staying out of my shop for a long time. Like I will stay 2 weeks. I've not gone to my shop. I leave my assistants to do the job, and then the only thing they do is to call me to confirm alerts and all that, and we keep managing it like that. With that, I was so sure that if I travel, my business can run for a while without me, except of course I decide to close down the business. Maybe I'm not getting enough profit. So there are so many things I needed to put in place, like getting a software, computerizing everything in my store. I did so many things. Make sure I have a standby phone for the store where they can always reply on Instagram without me, because it was usually me before. I had to reply all the Instagram messages, take all the orders, and then call my girl to like do all the deliveries. But now she does everything. Most times when you call the office, you will not even know the difference. If you're not told that I'm not there, you won't know. So that is important. Plan early. Part of planning too is also your bank apps. You want to make sure if there is anything you need to do about your bank apps, because most times you might get here and you start having issue with your bank app. You probably cannot access your bank again. So if you need to contact your account officer to make sure everything is set in place, please do that. Another thing is knowing if you're coming with your family or without your family. So that is when you have to plan it. While planning, you might decide, if you're the one that is coming as a student, you might decide, maybe you and your partner decide, okay, go first. When you are fully settled in and everything, then you can come. Your husband can come with the children, or you guys want to come together. This is when you have to plan yourselves very well. Just do whatever works for you. Do whatever works for you and your family. It's very, very important. This is where you plan and know what works best for both of you. I came here first before my family, and the reason for that is because I'm going to school. I need to be mentally prepared too. So we just decided that I should go first. There was no need for all of us coming at the same time. Let me just go settle in and then they will come, which worked out very, very well for me. And I'm glad I did that. Next point is research about where you're going to. Now, you've thought of it, you want to relocate, be it Canada, US, UK, Australia, any country at all you want to go to. You already decided, this is where I want to go to, this is why I want to go there. I've prepared my mind to go there. And then You need to research about the place, about if you're going for work, your workplace, is it close to school? You need to think of school for your children. This video is mainly for people coming in with kids, so it is important you do all this. Think about school for your kids, think about your own school, think about jobs, think about church or mosques depending on your belief. You think about that, then you think about house and transportation. You need to do all this research, put everything in place. Is this something I can do? Is this something I will be capable to do? As for school in UK, yeah, I don't know for other countries. In UK, yeah, it's mostly free, but if you still have a toddler that is not up to the school age, which is 3 years old, is not up to the school age, you have to put your child in preschool if you have to go to work or go to or go to school yourself. Then you have to put, and you have to pay for that one because you're not entitled to public funds. So normally for people that are entitled to public funds, government have a specific amount they pay for children that are still under 3. Then if you want them to stay longer in school, you might pay the remaining. But me, I pay for everything because I'm not entitled to public fund. I pay for my son's school fees, and it's a lot of money. That's a totally different video because I have a particular question about school for children, about a couple of them, so I need to make a separate video about that. So I pay for my son's school, so you need to check all that, especially if you're coming in with children or you have a child that is not up to the school age. If your child is up to the school age, then you don't have a problem with the payment of school fees. So you need to consider all that. And most people that always come before their family also consider that, I think so. So if your child is not up to that age, you can decide to leave your child in Nigeria. They are still going to their normal school because honestly, they don't teach them anything in preschool. They only play. That's just it. And you're paying that huge amount of money. My son knows most things. He knows colors. He knows how to count to an extent. But right here, they don't teach them anything. They only play with toys, sleep, and eat. That's all. Until they're up to school age. So it's more like your child is going backward. So if you can, plan yourself very, very well. I would have easily said, okay, let my son stay back till he's up to 3. I've applied for him when I came for the normal school because he will be 3 in June and he will be going into school. Like I said, this will be totally different video. I'm deviating. So plan yourself. So prepare your mind for the best. Keep an open mind. That's my next point. Keep an open mind. Be optimistic. Don't come here with a negative mind. Don't come here with a negative. Keep a positive mind. Be open to opportunities. Be open to things. Be open to change. It is important. Be open to change. Be open. Because if I wasn't prepared, mentally and emotionally, I would have broken down since I came here. So be open-minded. I mean, you're moving from a different continent to another one. Things are going to change. The weather will change. The way of life will change. There will be culture shock. So many things that you're not used to will change. So it is normal. It will take time for you to adjust to the new environment. So keep an open mind. Like, be prepared. That same goes to my former experience. I was not prepared, and worst of it all, Turkey was not an English speaking country. So you can imagine my frustration then. I was so frustrated. Like, I'll be communicating with somebody. It's just a simple talk, but because of there is no communication, they don't speak English, I don't speak Turkish. It became so hard. You have to always interpret and all that. So moving to any other country is still the same thing. You need to adjust. Keep an open mind. If not, if you get here, you will get depressed. You will be depressed, and you don't want that for yourself or for your kids. So keep an open mind. Things will happen. You will even lose money. You will spend unnecessary money. It will happen. But just keep an open mind. And with that, you won't feel as bad, and you will see things working for your own good. You're a Christian, you're a Muslim, pray about it. Whatever your belief is, pray about it before you come, and keep an open mind, and things will work out for your own good. Another point is, Prepare your mind that you'll be homesick. You will be homesick when you get here. I'm not homesick yet. I'm not missing Nigeria that much yet, but I know it will definitely happen. I miss bits and bits of Nigeria, but you'll be homesick. So use the opportunity to spend some time with your family members, your friends. Take out time to spend enough time with them. It is very, very important. Spend time with your family. Like, my family is a close-knit one. Both my in-laws and my own family. We're a close-knit one, and we are family-oriented people. I and my husband, we are family-oriented people. We always travel. We always like to spend time with family. Like, I'm already planning how I'm going to go back to Nigeria in December to spend time with family, even though I just got here. So it is very, very important that you spend enough time with your family. Like in December, I spend the time with my family as usual, but I know this time around I wanted to just spend the whole time with them, enjoy with them and everything. So spend time with your friends. Do those things you love to do in Nigeria. If you want to party hard. Like in December, I was going from one location to the other. Baby girl was just flexing from 1st of December. So it is important that you do all that. Spend as much time with family as you can. Enjoy yourself. All the very, very important. Why important? So yes, that's very important. Lastly is, don't be afraid to get help when needed. Please don't be afraid to get help when needed. Physically, financially, emotionally. Like, you always need to speak with somebody. Maybe when you're trying to make this decision, maybe you started this process. At a point in starting process of relocation, be it PR, work, students, anyone, there is a time it will get so frustrating. Like, the process will get so frustrating, and you start feeling like you start getting drained, both physically, emotionally, both money, financially. You become drained. Even when you're preparing, a lot of things will be going down. You will be so frustrated. That's the time you need to relax. If you have to go to the spa to relax. If you have to tell people, I need help me with this, help me with this. If you have good people in your life, you can ask for help, both financially. Then there's some moral talks. There are some friends that will tell you, or your sisters will tell you that, babe, no let this thing discourage you. Still go ahead with what you want to do. What you're doing is good. There's some talks people will give you. You will be energized to continue to do it. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for other people's opinion. If you have friends that are already staying in the country you're going to, please always talk to them. Always talk to them. You all know my friend that is always on my videos. She has been the one gingering me. Even when I was in Turkey then, I came to UK, I did not see her. It was just for some days. I did not see her. And she was like, why you go Turkey? You for come UK, come there now. This. Baby girl was even trying to tell me to use visitors visa to stay back in UK. You know, there are so many people, maybe you have good friends or family. Always ask them. They're already living in the area. They already know the area. If you're confused in anything, ask them. They will help you out. They will tell you things that you need to know. Always ask for help, so you don't get exhausted from the beginning. You know, when you're already exhausted before even traveling the travel, when you now get there, you'll be depressed. So keep a positive mind. Keep that energy. Know that what you're going for is for good. Like, nobody will go to abroad and wants to suffer. Yeah, of course, you want to, you know what you're going for greener pastures. So always keep that in mind. Keep telling yourself positive things and non-negative things. Trust me, even this one that I'm talking about, friends, there are some people that will discourage you. Yeah, I never had those type of people in my life because I don't keep bad energy friends. I don't have too much friends, but the ones I have, good energy only, no bad energy, no bad influence. Anybody that I'm following or is following me, it's for good. So I didn't have those type of things, but I've heard people talk about it, even family members discouraging them. So there's some people that will discourage you and all those things. This place is not that easy. It's not that easy to come here. Oh, this one. You, why are you still there? It's not easy to come. Why are you still there? Why you never come back? So yeah, if you think about it, you've done your research, you've done everything you need to do, and you're feeling positive in your mind that this place you're going to will pay you more. There are so many people like nurses in Nigeria, back in my country, where they don't pay them that much, and they have friends here that are working here, and they will tell them they pay them certain amount and they are living comfortably. And you've done your own research and you find out that this same job I'm doing in my country, if I go to this place, I will earn more. Even though there is bills, after bills my salary will still be more than what I'm currently earning, and I will get value for my service, and somebody will now come and encourage you not to go. Baby girl. Anyway, I said what I said. Don't let anybody discourage you from what you plan. You can only be the one to discourage yourself. If you discourage yourself and you feel that it's not going to be favorable to you, then stay back, but don't let another person discourage you. Yeah, on that note, I've come to the end of today's video. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I hope this video has helped someone today. If it has, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share this with your friends. Somebody might find this really, really helpful. Share with your friends. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.